Hi and welcome back to the channel. So we had a new trailer for Discovery drop in the last few days for the upcoming Series 5.
Yep.
So we thought we'd talk a little bit about that and maybe a little bit about what
Expect
for the season. Yeah, coming up. So I mean, for a start, trailer looked gorgeous.
It does. So typical new Trek currently, the animated, live action, whatever we've got, media.
Yeah.
It does look...
Production values are high.
Cinema level, I think. We're almost there.
Yeah. Crew's all back, including Tilly.
Yep, everybody's back this season, yeah.
Which I'm pleased about. I know Tilly's off and on with people. I like Tilly. I find her enthusiasm endearing, even if she is a little bit annoying.
I sort of see...
So I quite like that.
Tilly is like a fan.
Yeah.
In the show. Like, you know, she's so excited for what's going on.
This is it. She's one of the few characters that doesn't spend the whole time miserable. So I kind of like the fact she's like, little ray of sunshine over there. So
They have promised us that it's going to be more positive, upbeat. Frakes has described it as Indiana Jones in space.
I was going to say, there's quite a bit of like the messing with like look at ancient artifacts that looks like. I get the feeling we're getting another mystery box, aren't we? That they're going to have a clue that leads to another clue, leads to another clue, leads to another clue. But I kind of like the archaeological angle of that, if they're going to do that.
If you watch that as a trailer for a season, you're like, I can see what's going on. But now we know it's the final season.
Yes.
You look at this trailer at the same time as, how is this going to end?
Yeah.
And we know they've done a...
And so they drop a few moments that show that as well, don't they?
They did the reshoots, they did this epilogue for the end of the episode. So
is that all they've done, film an epilogue? Because I thought they took all that time, they were going to do like a few extra episodes.
My understanding is they've done some reshoots just to tweak things.
Right, okay.
To give it that final, sort of thing.
Okay,
But the main thing that they did shoot was to give it an ending.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Which... Let's face it.
Well, we've said this. Most of the series of Discovery have had an end that feels like an ending, haven't they?
Yeah.
Ever since Series 2, really, they've had every ending has felt like you could stop there.
You can end that, You can finish it off and do that, that's fine. There's a lot going on in this trailer. I mean, we're introduced to two new characters. We've seen them before. I don't know the names off the top of my head, so they seem to be sort of like, not the bad guys of the season, but they're sort of like, they're after this artefact that Discovery seems to be after.
Yeah.
It seems to be the greatest treasure in the galaxy. I think it's the
Is it going to be a galaxy-ending threat for a change?
No, it's not.
It's not.
I've made that very clear.
Bloody hell!
What they've said, whatever this is, it's more of a galaxy event in the sense of if they find this, it's a big thing for the galaxy.
Okay.
It's not actually a galaxy-ending event.
Okay.
But then we've been teased through media that there's also going to be some ancient mystery, which they're saying is
how did this show get commissioned?
Says the person with the Discovery shop.
I like it, yeah, fair point.
But which instead, I think, is about 900 years old, this mystery, which sort of puts it around TNG. So this mystery could link it back to something. So the trailer itself is very much action and gung-ho. And
I was going to say, it reminds me of... This is the thing that I'm slightly nervous about. I remember watching the trailer for Series 3 and being blown away by it.
Thinking, the future,
thinking that looked incredible. And again, it was very high action, very flashy. Look at all the flashing lights and the ship explosions and the people leaping off of precipices and, oh my God, the emotion. And Series 3 is probably, in my opinion, the worst series of Star Trek ever. Of any of them. I'm hesitant whenever I see a really action-packed trailer that it's hiding the cracks.
The thing I'll defend currently, we're 2 seasons into obviously now the future of Trek, as it were, and they spent the last 2 seasons world building.
Yes,
because they've had to create this future and obviously make us learn what it all is and everything. So I feel like they're settled in it now.
Well, that's my problem. I don't like the future.
I don't.
I'd
rather,
I hate the burn.
Yeah.
It's getting better the more they set up, but I'm still not a fan of it. So again, I'm really hoping that they just kind of, like you said, they've done most of the world building now. That we just get
on with
an
the
adventure in it. You know what I mean? That'd be good.
Looking at the trailer, obviously, there's this lockbox, and we see this lockbox that's opening. Obviously, they found it,
and then the Cenobites come out of it, and it's Hellraiser in space. It's Hellraiser 4.
Hellraiser 4.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's why Calypso, the ship's empty. It's the Cenobites have just had everybody.
But this is, I think, looking at the trailer, there's lots of elements in there that you can go, oh, and I've noticed a few things, and Trek Culture have noticed it as well. I'll give some shout out to them because did sort of give me a tip off of that.
Yeah.
We've got the Terran Empire in there. If you look at it,
which I'm surprised about because after Giorgio left, I didn't think that we would get any more mirror universe kind of stuff.
Those sets are sick bay from Strange New Worlds Enterprise set. So there are a lot of questions now being raised that where are we going with this? There's a shot of Starbase 1. The shot of that is from Season 1 of Discovery. It's the original one. So there's a lot of elements to this
Do we
trailer.
think there's going to be a time travel element?
I feel like they want to correct things. Not knocking it, not trying to say there's anything wrong, but I feel like they've realised after 5 years now. I do think there's a reason why Discovery has been cancelled.
It'd be nice if they could unify the fandom a bit.
Yeah.
Or at least make an effort to. Because I think it's naive to say that it hasn't split fandom.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, it has to a degree. More than any other show.
I don't want to knock the show by saying this, but we've got to come into this season under the impression of it was cancelled. This wasn't the final season originally.
Yeah.
They'd filmed 90% of it and then were told, no, we're cancelling it.
Yeah, we're not doing it anymore.
Now, hopefully that budget's going towards a potential other Star Trek show in the future. But right here, right now...
with a strong legacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But right here, right now, I feel like they've just gone, right, they were writing this show and maybe they were doing it themselves anyway. This season was going to be sort of like a course correction. We'll fix up some of the messes we've made.
Yeah.
But then, retrospectively, it's actually turned out to be really well because it's our final season. We're going to correct the wrongs. For me, I want it to be really good. I really do. I for once, would like to watch the season and go, I've really enjoyed... I've really watched season 1 and 2 quite recently. And I said, I really enjoyed season 1. Has its moments, don't get me wrong. Season 2, really strong season. Ends with you going to season 3 and you're going, this could be really good.
I like the concept of Series 3, which was to get out from under having to work with canon, but the burn, no, and the reason for the burn, hell no. But yeah, the first 2 seasons, I quite like Series 1 now, rewatching it. I know lots of people don't like the Klingon design in particular, but aesthetics aside...
If you take those elements away, I think...
And once you have the full picture of who Lorca is, and that's why his ship doesn't behave in a nice sunny way like lots of other starships would, I'm quite looking forward to the fact that if they do, it looks like they are going to do some mirror universe, because in my opinion, that's been the strongest stuff in Discovery.
Yeah.
Like, I hate on Series 3 quite a bit, but the mirror universe episodes were actually really good. I really enjoyed those a lot.
I mean, what I will say for those wondering what we're going to make, so in the trailer, there is definitely Terran Empire symbols in the trailer, and one of the episodes is also called Mirrors of the current. They've put them all out and told them what date they're going to air. So
it's kind of apt.
Putting 2 and 2 together.
It's been a big feature of Discovery, hasn't it? Hasn't it? Mirror universe. So it should. Yeah, I kind of feel like it should play a part.
Yeah. So I think that element of it, like I said, that's exciting, and then the fact that we might have some time travel elements to it.
Yeah, they've teased some returning things.
Sneaker
as well.
Martin Green did it. She was asked if there would be some surprise. Can I say cameos? I think they said, or surprise guests, or people we wouldn't expect to be there.
I hope that cameo is Lorca.
I really do. That cameo is Lorca.
I would love that.
But I mean, outside of Discovery, I mean, there's been rumours of like it's going to be the Temple Cold War. They're going to pick up on, and the future guys are finally going to answer for Enterprise, and it is going to be Archer, and Scott Bakula is going to.
But as we've said, every single time we've come up with theories or read fan theories about where they're going to go with the season, they are always better than what they actually do. I mean, I don't want to build it up to, because we do this every year. Because I remember when we were watching Series 3 and we came up with some really, really cool theories as to what had caused the burn, and it was dreadful in the end, and probably didn't help how I felt about the series when that was the mystery box answer that they teased us for so long, and it was that. So I really don't want to build up too much expectation, because I just feel like it's just going to be... That's it. I'd like it to be good. I genuinely would like it to be good. Obviously, we don't... I'm not interested in doing, hate watching or that kind of thing. I want Star Trek to be as good as it can be. So even when we're negative about something, it comes from a place of love. I want it to be better.
And I think when we review it, we'll be as fair as we can be. I think we're not going to go. We never go into it going, we hate this or we don't like this. Or we will go and watch it for. We're looking for Star Trek.
Yeah,
that's our criteria. Is this a good Star Trek? Episode.
Yep. That's it. I even found positive. I mean, I hate musicals. I found positives in the musical one, even though
we did our
totally not my kind of thing. But I still tried to find positives in it.
Yeah,
and there were some.
I think for once we're going into this season. I think obviously we've seen trailers before seasons 1, season 2. We've Klingon War, we knew that was kind of... They threw a curveball with the Mirror Universe part of the season. Season 2, they showed trailers for that, and we knew... I think thinking back, and it's been a long time since I watched the trailer season 2, but we knew the mystery of the signals across the galaxy before going in.
Red Angel,
knew
didn't we?
Pike was going to be in there.
Yeah.
The Enterprise was teased, but we knew no point when that was actually going to come in. You know, it ended the end of the season with it arriving, and then it pretty much left within seconds. Season 3, I think they teased. Obviously, they found this galaxy in Burnham's entering the future. I think season 3 was clever because I think when the trailer came out, it was all Burnham.
Yes. And
a few bits with the rest of the crew. So, like when the actual season started, it was just Burnham for 2 episodes, and you realise, oh, she's on her own.
What, some of Discovery was just all about Burnham? You surprise me. They've never done that. And who are the other characters?
And then season 4, same thing again. We knew there was this galaxy, unfortunately, galaxy-ending threat again. And so now I've watched this trailer, and I think the only thing we know currently is there's a big mystery of this thing. I'm trying to go into it positive. The buzz around it, like I said, Frakes again, Indiana Jones, Sneaker Martin Green's done an interview recently. We've tried to move the tone away from what we've done previously to make it a bit more
fun.
Well, yeah, I think that might be the word she used. And so, you know, and supposedly I think there's been a few comments online that like I said, I've not seen the actual interview, but it's going to tie into Calypso.
I was literally about to say that. I hope it ties into Calypso because I really like that short track, and I'm intrigued by it and have been since series 2, I think, when it aired. Yeah. So,
which again fits into the time travel, universe travelling element to it. You know, maybe this big mystery is the key to time, or you know, it doesn't wreck all old Trek if they find out what the key to time is in the future, because it's in the future. So,
I hope it gets tied up with a nice little bow.
I do,
and it finds.
I really want to watch this season and think, you know what, I can go back and look at Discovery. Yes, it has its distractors, but you know what, it ended well.
I was going to say,
it's got a few solid seasons, 1 and 2, mostly 4, but not all of it, and then hopefully this one.
Yeah. I like when something comes out that retroactively makes something before it more palatable occasionally. So I'm hoping if they deal with what's going on in the future in a good way and tie it up and resolve it in a good way, that when I go back I can watch series 3 knowing where it's going to end up and be far more happy with it.
I mean, I think
I'd like that.
That's what Picard season 3 did.
Yes.
Although I don't like to admit that there was 2 seasons before Picard season 3.
It did make it better. I've watched series 1 again and
put
it's not as... Yeah.
Loose ends and tied them up.
Yeah, it did.
And so maybe hopefully Discovery does this.
But we'll be covering
the entire season. I think we've got
as soon as it goes.
2 episodes on the first day, and then it's going to air weekly after that. So
yeah, I'm quite looking forward to covering it, having something weekly to talk about a little bit. But
it'd be nice to have some Trek back as well, because we've been a bit
starved of it. So hopefully you'll join us as we go through it when it airs. But fingers crossed, it's all good and lives up to the brand name.
Yeah,
with big hope. So hopefully you'll join us for that, and we will see you soon in the next one.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.